Hey everybody, how you doing? Um, I'm just getting ready to do a little bit of maintenance on this tank. The anacarus and the duckweed have gotten so thick that it's blocking a lot of the light from the plants on the bottom. So I'm going to be removing as much duckweed as possible, and I'll see how it looks after that. If it's not enough light getting through, then I'll trim up the anacarus. And all the duckweed ends up going into my goldfish tanks. They really like to eat it. So, anyways, here we go. All right, I'm going to start off with, I got some salvinia in here and some red root floaters also. I'm going to take those out first because they're going to go back in. Red root floaters have not been in here very long, but they seem to be doing good. Looks like it's tangled a wee bit in the hair algae, which I'm going to also be trying to remove. I don't mind the stuff in the bottom of the tank. It stays short, and it looks pretty good. And I have already noticed some CPD fry in this tank. Of course, none of them are growing up. The adults are eating them, and I'm not really going to try to get them out of here yet. I'm going to be setting up some tanks to specifically try to target breed them, since they're spawning in here so readily. I don't think it's going to be much of a problem. Okay, it looks like we got all the red root floaters and the salvinia. See a little bit of guppy grass in here. That is something that will regenerate from the smallest piece. If you've never had it, um, and you don't mind it growing like crazy, I'd suggest getting it. It works in low light. I've had some in a jar without any light for about a year, and it's still growing. And I did have some in here a while back, but it's just don't necessarily want it in this tank. And all I use is I just use a comb. I know other people do it too. And I'll just comb it all to one area and take it out. See, it didn't look like that was that thick, but you do that and you see just, of course, there's hair algae in it too, but it is a lot of duckweed. Make sure there's no shrimp in there. I've never been able to get it all out of this tank. But like I said, it makes a good food for the goldfish. They really, really like to eat it. No shrimp. Make sure there's no shrimp in that clump. The comb just makes it a lot easier. But that's looking a lot better. I'm going to move the light back to the center and kind of take a look and see how it is. Yeah, that's made a big difference. There's a lot more light getting down to the bottom now. I think I'll try to get a little bit more of the algae out of there, but I don't think I'm going to trim the anacarus today. Well, I think I got the bulk of the algae that I was seeing. It's a little bit of moss that can stay. Yeah, there's a wad of hair algae. That the comb works good for that too, because especially the stuff that I have in this tank. And there's another bit of guppy grass that I don't want in here anymore. Like I said, you leave the smallest piece of guppy grass in a tank and it will come back and take over the tank. Well, that looks pretty good. I got the bulk of the duckweed out. Got most of the hair algae out that I could find up on the top. And then the Anacharis is looking pretty good. I don't think I'm going to do anything with that. And there's a lot more light getting down to the bottom. So I do have some Bucephalandria in here and a couple of Nubius, a little bit of pearlweed, and then the moss. I don't really know what kind of moss it is. I just was something I picked up randomly at PetSmart. It wasn't labeled as to what kind of moss it was. But that looks much better. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put the red root floaters and the Sylvania back in. I don't know, it's kind of hard to put them back in the way the leaves curl. Oh, there it is. All right, so there it is. Looks a lot brighter, a lot more light getting through. So hopefully the Anubias, the Bucephalandra, all get a little bit more light and keep doing good. Anyways, that's all for now, guys. Thank you.